I'll tell you briefly what they are, and as we get to each one I'll do a bit more of an explanation for you. The first one is a phono array, which has got to do with the grounding cable on a turntable. Really cool product. Then we're going to go to our EE1 Plus, which is an upgraded version of our original EE1, which is still available. And then we've got 2 USB cables that we're going to be showing you. So that's it, that's the flow. Like I said, we do have a bit of a noisy neighbor. Apologies about that. We will try go through. Hopefully, if I time it right, I won't have to stop the demo, but if it gets really noisy, I'll stop the demo, I'll rather start again, because you can't hear anything with bass traveling through. So, first product, phono array. Has anyone got Chord company ground arrays? Heard of ground arrays, played with ground arrays? Okay, so ground arrays came about 6 or 7 years ago, and what they designed to do is they sit on the back of the unit into spare sockets, and they really low impedance gradient point for high frequency noise to go to and get converted to other forms of energy. We've had a huge amount of success with them, and we've implemented that technology in a lot of our other products. For instance, our big power distribution block has got 3 in. We've done a power array, which is a separate unit. And we've been looking for other places where we know that there's sort of this contamination on the ground plane of noise or high frequency RF. And we've been looking for ways to address it. One of the places we've identified, and a lot of our customers and distributors have also identified that, is turntables. Typically you've got a big metal, not an antenna, it's a platter, but it acts as an antenna. You've got a nice arm, which looks like an antenna. All of this is picking up noise. At £1,000, this is probably going to someone that's got a moving cartridge coil, but even a moving magnet. They have really low voltages running through it. So everything is conducive to a lot of noise getting into the system via the turntable and going down to the rest of the system. The moment you connect your thin ground wire to your phono stage, it's on the ground plane, and it's through your whole system. So the phono array basically has 2 ground arrays inside. Now ground arrays are devices that take that high frequency noise and convert it to heat energy. The way they do that is beyond my pay grade. I'm a salesman, so I'm not going to get too much into that, but I do know it makes them incredibly microphonic. They're very susceptible to vibrations. So we set them in a heavy resin to make them stable, and we put isolating feet on underneath. So this thing, I'll pass it around, it's quite heavy and sturdy, but it's all in the design. So in here we've got 2 ground arrays, one on either end, and there's a filter in the middle. It's not in the signal path, so we don't mind the filter in this case because it's not actually in the signal path, it's sitting on the ground cable. It comes with a shielded clearway ground cable, a 1/2 meter. So you would bring your cable in there, this one plugs in this side, and that goes to your phono stage. These are available separately in clearway and shoreline formats in 1 meter, so you can put it on both ends, but the one that comes with is intended to use afterwards between this and the phono stage. So I'll hand this around, you guys can have a look at it, and I will play some music. I'm going to wait until this demo is gone. They don't play for long, it just gets very loud with the subwoofers. So is there any questions about this before we play a track?
Did you say it was £1,000?
£1,000. No other questions? Pat, it's getting easier. Right, so that's there. I think I know their demo better than I know my demo. Last year we had Lynn, which was a lot easier to manage because we just sort of bounced off each other. We weren't expecting subwoofers, but yeah, we like the guys from Rail, so we let it slide. So yeah, as you can hear, it's not going to be conducive to a demo if we do it here. So again? if your phono stage, if you link in with a separate ground cable to another component, yes, you can use it. We've used it in the past where we didn't have a turntable. We've actually linked a CD player and a amp that had a ground cable, and we've put it in between there. And yes, it does make a difference. So we've called it phono array, but it can be used in anywhere where there's a ground wire currently plugged in. I'm just going to get a volume check quickly while we're playing. That's good. I mean, we really can't compete with that, sorry.
See the cable?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the patience, guys. I want to do a proper demo for you. It's going to be a bit rude. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I'm surprised.
You're surprised? Well,
Yeah.
it's not in the signal pulse, so a lot of people are surprised. They kind of go, it's not sitting in the signal.
Absolutely,
Yeah. And this is the point, is we're not trying to change the signal. We're trying to make sure that only the signal gets there, not everything else. And that's a big thing with what we're on at the moment, with a lot of our cables and everything. You can hear why I stopped it. It's about the extra stuff. It's not only the signal, it's the extra stuff that comes along with it that we're trying to reduce. Okay. Cool. Right. Next one, guys. English Electric. Has anyone seen our original English Electric EE1? Some of you played with it, maybe have it. EE1. So this is a network isolator, and what it does is it does two things. One is it's got galvanic isolation, meaning the metal going in doesn't touch the metal going out. And the second thing is it's got targeted filtering internally. So it's addressing extra noise that comes through on your network. We've had this out for about a year. It's been really successful for us, really well done. Told you we've been putting ground arrays in everything. So the guys in R&D were having fun, and they put ground array in an EE1, and they said, that's brilliant, let's do more of that. So we came up with the EE1 Plus, and it's exactly an EE1. It sits inside there, but we've added on the input and the output small versions of our ground arrays, what we just listened to on the phono array. We put small ones into this, and what they're doing is they're converting that high frequency RF noise into other forms of energy, namely heat. Because remember I said they're microphonic, we've had to put it in resin, we've had to put the isolating feet on it, and that's it. And again, we're not touching the signal, we're not worried about the ones and zeros, we're worried about the extra stuff. So we'll do the same demo, it'll be streamed now, and we'll play a track, about a minute and a half, go back to the first 30 seconds, and we'll listen again. Sound good? I'll pass this one around so you guys can have a look at it. And I just want to unplug our current. Is currently in, as I already said. Let's turn the volume down. Change channel. Right. Oh. Gonna get up. If the volume's way out, I'll start it again, guys. Here we go.
Love when it comes without a warning, 'cause waiting for it gets so boring. A lot can change in 20 seconds. A lot can happen in the dark. Love when it makes you lose your bearings. Some information's not for sharing. Use different names of hotel check-ins. It's hard to stop it once it starts. It starts. I'm not sentimental, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Makes me wanna take a picture, make a movie with you that we'd have to hide. You better lock your phone and look at me when you're alone. Won't take a lot to get you going. I'm sorry if it's told you cold. I know, it might be more of an obsession.
Beginning. second to sync.
Love when it comes without a warning, 'cause waiting for it gets so boring. A lot can change in 20 seconds. A lot can happen in the dark. Love when it makes you lose your bearings. Some information's not for sharing. Use different names at hotel check-ins. It's hard to stop it once it starts. It starts. I'm not sentimental, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Makes me wanna take a picture, make a movie with you that we have.
Cool.
The vocals, ends and begins, and the sort of sibilants are
Yeah.
much clearer. I've got a Stack Audio Smoothland
Yeah.
in my system at the moment.
Yeah.
Would I notice a huge difference with this compared to that Smoothland?
I've never played the Smoothland, so I have no idea
Okay.
what it's doing.
Okay.
But in every system I've played it and tested it, I've heard a difference.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what's in there at the moment. Every time I've demoed it,
Yeah.
there's been a massive difference.
There's
So I would
definitely
suggest trying it. Yeah.
More definition around her sibilant.
No one else does ground arrays the way we do ground arrays.
Yeah.
No one else does our interpretation of that network isolation. So all of those things are
Sure.
our interpretation, and they work really well together. So
Yeah.
I would suggest trying it.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Any questions, guys?
What order should you do things in ideally?
I'm a salesman, so I'm going to say the most expensive first. No. When you say what order, what are we talking about?
Well, the digital certainly. Where should you start? Because obviously millions.
A
of
decent
spots.
cable is always important.
Yes.
A switch is really important. So
Yeah.
our little EE8 switch is
Yeah.
designed around audio streaming.
Yeah.
And then isolation. The reason I say network first is because we're taking noise off.
Yeah.
We don't want to have extra noise being added.
Yeah.
We want to keep it as clean as possible.
Yes.
It comes with a 0.75 C string cable,
Yeah.
but if you've got a better one than that, that's the one you'd use between it and the streamer.
Yeah.
So the best cable is the last
one.
is
Yeah.
the last one,
Yeah.
because we're reducing the noise before
I
that.
see. That makes sense.
What's the price uplift?
It goes from 300 on the normal one to 600 on this one,
600. Okay.
which is pretty good value for money because it's got ground arrays
Yeah,
inside,
I'll-
which are 600 on their own.
I'll
So
talk to Audio Team, which can borrow one. I hope.
it's really good.
Try it out. Yeah.
Okay,
Awesome.
no more questions? Sure.
No.
Great. Right, this is easy. It's not easy. It's really not easy.
And so what step are you using that? Between the streamer and oh no, it's between.
It's between the switch and the streamer.
Okay.
So we've got INEOS. So our system is EE8 to INEOS to Dave to integrated.
I see. So you're using it that way. Yeah.
I'm going to change it up a bit. Those are our two new products that were launched last week and this week. They're available on the show. There's some good show deals. Really good. A little bit earlier this year, we launched C USBs. Now, Chord has always done USB cables for as long as we've needed to. We've always done USB cables, but we've never done the Cs. And there was two reasons for that. The one was we were waiting for everyone to get on board with using C as your charger and data transfer, iPhone, which they've now done. Maybe kicking and screaming, but they've been dragged into doing it for everyone else. The second was there's a lot of protocols out on USB-C, and one of the things that we believed people were putting a lot of attention on was the super fast charging. Now when we talk super fast charging, we're talking, charge your laptop, run video over. And we wanted to see how we could maintain our quality but doing that. And the short answer is we can't. So we have stopped trying. We spent years looking at this. and trying different things. And this is an audio streaming USB. That's what it's designed for. We're not going to compromise on audio quality to give it a lot of features like super fast charging and video running and that sort of thing. We've looked at all the different types of cables out there. We've looked at the way we make cables, and it's not working for us. So this is an audio streaming C2C USB. And while it will charge your phone, and it'll do 25 watts, I've done up to 45 watts on my phone, tested it, it charges. It's not going to charge your laptop, which runs super high.
Damage the cable at all by sort of putting power through?
No, no. No, it doesn't damage it. It doesn't have the ability to do it, so it won't damage it though.
Okay.
So C range, which is our entry level on USBs, and we've done a clearway version, which is basically upgraded on the shielding. Again, we're talking about that noise that we don't like. So the demonstration we're going to do is we've got a little Chord Electronics Mojo 2 here with a clearway mini jack to 2 RCA running into our amp, and we're going to start with the free cable that comes with your phone, because most people when they start will use that. So we're going to plug that in, we're going to listen to it, we're going to stream off an iPhone on Cobos and into the Mojo 2 DAC using this cable, and then we'll change to the CUSB. When we've heard that one, we'll listen to another track on the CUSB and change to the clearway. Cool?
Excellent.
Sound good? And we're going to have to wait a second while I set this up.
Is that the shortest cable you do?
That one.
Yeah.
So this is this was one of our tests.
I see.
So 0.45 meter. We wouldn't sell this. We do half meters, I think, on it.
That's what I need, you see. I've got a Mojo. I've got
Mojo 2. Mojo 2 is the one with USB-C.
Yeah, no, of course, that's what I've got.
Yeah.
Trying to get a decent USB cable is almost impossible.
Yeah.
I've tried it.
Well, that's why we launched these.
Yeah.
So you're going to hear it
But
now.
I want a short cable though.
I think we've got half. I think we've got half meters here. I
half
believe.
a metre though in your pocket.
Yeah.
If you've got an isolator cable and a Mojo 2, your pockets are full.
This is why bags were invented.
No, win-win.
Bit dangerously enough.
Okay. Okay, bear with me, guys. I'm just going to do a sound check because the volume check should reflect. Okay. As soon as this demonstration ends next door, you don't need to do the roll one now. You've heard,
Yeah.
you've heard the roll.
I want to feel it though.
Sounds really good in here. Okay. Let's do it quickly.
classic Chord cable upgrade, basically. Yeah.
I like that.
Everything's not in the middle, it's just there.
There.
Nice, yeah. Brilliant.
So that's going from free cable to CUSB. So that's effectively £70 for a 1 meter, which is not too bad to get that kind of improvement. It's it's kind of like that sounds good. We'll do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go from our CUSB to our Clearway, which is the blue one. And the biggest difference here is, apart from conductors and that sort of thing that we look at in all of our ranges, it's the shielding. We upgrade our shielding. So we'll look at the shielding. Okay. Can I just wait for them to finish? I've said that more than I've actually said about cables, to be honest. But
Is that your second salesman?
Yeah.
Your plant.
no, my plant's at the back. He's been quiet.
Is he being paid now?
I'll check with the guys outside.
Okay. Nothing yet.
So let's just wait for this.
His pension doesn't go far, you see. So.
I think that might be the problem. Maybe he's looking for a job.
I'm surprised for his age. I just said he's picked up things that I wouldn't have thought he would have.
Yeah.
So his theory is
He's just been to multiple demos. He does it every day.
very good.
The big thing that I always say with demos and anything is, in the hi-fi industry, it's very easy for us to get bogged down to listening to equipment, and we end up using music to listen to the equipment, and customers use equipment to listen to music. So I've had to change the way I listen. And when I started doing that, I started picking up very different things and a lot more, because we're not listening to, you can't quantitatively say, oh, there wasn't more bass, it's not better, because maybe there wasn't supposed to be more bass, but it was tighter, it was more defined. So you start listening to different things, which is something that I've done. And I do get enjoyment when someone, that you think is maybe going to miss out some of the nuances, because your hearing taps off as you get older, picks them up perfectly. Okay, while we are in a lull, this is an interesting track. You guys should hopefully enjoy it.
You're keeping me awake and it's 3 a.m. Thought we were on a break, but you're back again. Now I'm lost in the comfort. You turn me on more than all my ex-lovers. You've heard all of the secrets I never tell. By now you know me better than I know myself. And it's nice, but I wonder, see, what would life be like had I never known you? You're everything I want, but nothing that I need. Lately, I hate the way you're making me think. The moment that I wake up and when I go to sleep, I need my DOP and my yummy. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. My DOP and my yummy. Da-da-da-da-da.
Just beginning.
You're keeping me awake and it's 3 a.m. Thought we were on a break, but you're back again. Now I'm lost in the comfort. You turn me on more than all my ex-lovers. You've heard all of the secrets I never tell. By now you know me better than I know myself. And it's nice, but you're keeping me awake and it's 3 a.m. Thought we We were on a break, but you're back again. Now I'm lost in the comfort. You turn me on more than all my ex-lovers. You've heard all of the secrets I never tell. By now you know me better than I know myself. And it's nice, but I wonder, see, what would life be like had I never known you? Small world is turning blue. There's nothing I can do. And you always got my fingertips. You're everything I want, but nothing that I need lately. I hate the way you're making me think. The moment that I wake up and when I go to sleep, I need my DOP and my enemy. Da-da-da-da-da.
It's amazing what record that is as a little system.
It's a little effective. I mean, it's a big downgrade on the DAC and everything we're using, but between those two cables, there's a big difference. Cool. Any questions, guys? No?
It's pretty obvious.
Fair enough. We've got forms where you can fill out. We really value the feedback. You can win an EE1. But yeah, we love to know what you guys think, because it's important for us to try and keep these demos fresh and exciting for you. So, and I'm around now. My colleagues are outside. If there's any questions or specific cables or things you want to look at, please come and discuss it with us. And thank you for sitting in the demo and for bearing with the yeah. Thanks very much.